There were more transients on the beach than, there were folks coming to play frisbee and, get a tan. They at least weren't hard to find. I was asked to write a poem about the folks on the street in some way. I was going to write how they appeared to me, but maybe how I thought they might speak. And so I would say that the first half of the poem is a fiction. It's grounded in my own experience, but it's still a fiction. They're also sort of a new figure on the landscape for me, coming from small town Idaho. You don't really see homeless people. It's sort of a hybrid, but the character where the poem ends up is someone I met in 2001. Shortly after the Tea Party incident where the guys flew the planes into the World Trade Center, it looked like the world was ending. I was, kind of a country boy in a college town, and I didn't really want... It seemed like a boring way to end the world, so I dropped out of school and I went hitchhiking. I lived on the beach, and in a cave I dug out under a tree. I ended up in Arcata, California, or just before I got to Arcata, I was on Clam Beach, where I ran into this fellow, and we just met all sorts of bizarre folks, but one of them was this character, this older African American fellow who came up to me with a joint like this. It was made of leaf. I don't know if you're familiar, but it's not like weed. It's like the leaves from the weed. So it's sort of got that flavor, but it makes you cough like death. It's just kind of a teaser kind of thing. But this guy came up to me and the girl I was traveling with to, smoke this with us. It's a generous country, Humboldt County, California, and most of the work doesn't get done in the initial draft or in the subsequent revision. It's really, I feel like it's best to bury something for a really long time. It's like a wine. The poem originally ended about 2/3 of the way through with something like, "The mercury in my neck rises and I'm drinking vinegar in the chalice of valor," which is a cheesy sort of poem line that I would never write again. It's a little too poem. I mostly want to write things that you would just say, or things that you would never say, but that's a little too in the middle. But I still can't put my finger on what that sentiment is, but I would think that it's evocative of something. Failure, perhaps. I could see a correlation between smoking leaf on Clam Beach to drinking vinegar in the chalice of valor.